welcome to the Topia podcast, where we talk about pop culture and other interesting news that happen to catch our attention with your hosts, Amani, Edwin, and Antonio. Uh, but before we dive into any of those topics, we like to start the podcast off with question of the week. If you want to leave us a question, just put it in the comments. We'll be sure to shout you out. With that being said, this week's question is: which form of media needs the most help? Which form of nerd media? Um, Between movies, video games, hell, even comic books and manga sales, really. Which area do you think they're struggling the most? You want to go first?
All right, let's not forget to mention that Edmonds will not be with us for today. He will be absent. So right now, it's gonna be me and Amani. But to answer your question, though, I think it will be mainly comic books at the moment because they don't know which direction they should go. They're giving everyone a fucking chance to make a comic book. It's too much right now. To where you gotta look into the future, to where it's like these shits might get adaptations. Might get adaptations later on down the line. So like just going down that route looking kind of iffy.
Yeah, I can see why you would say comic books, like the comic book industry has been going downhill very fast. It's gotten to the point where like all the bookstores are just filled with rows and rows of manga, and there's like one little shelf of comic books or like two shelves of comic books. So yeah, out of everything, yeah, comic books has been taking a huge L. They got anybody writing stories like I know the YouTuber It's a Gundam. He made a great video about it about these new age of writers over here with all their wokeness. Like you had like Marvel, they had the snowflake and safe space. That was terrible.
Yeah.
One character had like internet powers. He got hit with internet gas. That was like his backstory. It was like ridiculous. Internet gas, bro. It was ridiculous as fuck. And same with DC. They got I'm not Starfire, bro. I will never forget that garbage, bro, when they released that shit. It was about Starfire's daughter, and but she was like it was literally like a self-insert of the author. She like inserted herself into the DC universe and she was being annoying and cringy. It was rough. It was rough.
They gotta stop doing that shit. Asserting their own beliefs.
But me, I've never really been a comic book guy. Like manga, yeah, but comic book never. So for me, I would have to say maybe yeah, maybe movie wise, they got to pick it up. I feel like all the movies have really been, pretty whack. They've all been the same cookie cutter experience, you know, especially Marvel's phase, like Marvel's entire phase 4, it was just not it. Like they did good with No Way Home, and I think that was probably about it, like no cap. And the same for
Yeah,
DC,
no way
they've been
home.
struggling.
Well, right now I have I don't want to say high hopes, but right now after what DC is going through, what they've been doing for the past couple of years, James Gunn's gonna turn that shit around for better, for the most part, for the better. But there's still gonna be movies that are hit or misses.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I'm not
true.
too sure about that Blue Beetle movie. Like they're saying they might just make it be like a non-canon, just off doing its own thing, like how they have the Batman.
Oh, damn.
But also
I
on
hope
top of
not.
that, they're trying to have another Batman and Robin movie called The Brave and the Bold. I don't know how I feel about that. Just off the bat, having a whole new Batman and immediately introducing a Robin.
I think they could pull it off. Like we have so many Batman movies. Like I'm fucking like yeah, Batman's cool, but I want to see the other members already. Like it's about time we get the whole Bat family on this big screen.
And I'm hearing a lot of people praising the Flash movie. And I feel like the Flash will do something really crazy near the end, just so there could be a reality where all that James Gunn shit, like it will like end the DEU, the DCEU, end that shit, and they'll go into the fucking new James Gunn universe, which is gonna be the regular DCU. Like there's gonna be like some time travel shit that Doctor Strange should have done. That the Flash I know is gonna do it low key better.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Flash later in the episode, but yeah, I definitely have a lot of things to say about that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But yeah, we
Hmm.
can move on.
Yeah, but question of the week, Antonio says comic books need help. I think the movie industry is in shambles right now. I'm not gonna say video games. There's not a lot of like there have been some bad superhero games, but there's been a lot of good ones too. So I'm not really too worried about the video games. But the movies and shit, they gotta pick it up. You can't be fucking up at the big screen. That's six. All right, yep, we're gonna move on to anime news.
Jesus, let me tell you, I have not been caught up with any animes or any shows
Sorry,
for
Moni's
that
here.
for that going. Thank you, I appreciate that.
So
Yeah, update me.
So Edwin, he actually mentioned this to me that the Crunchyroll named Cyberpunk Edge Runners Best Anime of 2022.
Oh
I
shit.
have respect for that. This anime was really fucking good, so good that it made me play the game and beat the game. And I even rewatched it too. Like it's good, bro. This anime is really fucking good.
No, anime is definitely top tier, especially for it just being a short little run. Like how many, like 12 episodes?
Yeah, I
Quick
think
ass binge. It's just a ride. The animation, top tier. These people knew what they wanted to do and they fucking done it. I'm glad they got a reward for it. They needed the award.
Yeah, it was pretty short, and I think that's the only bad thing I could say about the anime is that it was short. There should have been more episodes. Like this shit was nice. The music was amazing. It was all pulled from the game. The scenes and locations in the anime were pulled from the game. Like you could visit in the game. Like that's what every adaptation should like be like. It should be just like that. And I thought the shit was gonna be mid too when it first came out. So yeah, shout out to Cyberpunk. They deserve it.
I thought it was gonna be mid too. I thought it was gonna be cool animation there, cool animation there, weak ass storyline. But no, everyone was on their bullshit. They definitely added mad love to the game. Got more people interested in the game. Game sales even went up.
Hmm?
Like millions were being sold after the anime dropped.
Yeah, I literally revived them. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Shout out to them. Great animation. Loved the characters. It was a good ride. That being said, uh, we got news about Mashel. I mentioned this probably like 2 episodes ago, 1 episode ago, but this is the Wizard anime. It's like some people would describe it as Harry Potter meets One Punch Man. It's about this dude named Mashel right here. He can't use magic, but he's like strong as fuck. So he just does a bunch of physical shit. I'm making it sound simple, but like there's like more to it. There's like a story and shit. But yeah, it's gonna be real good. The manga, was obviously very popular. I haven't seen the manga, but I've heard people talk about it before. And now it's
I
gonna get
hope
anime.
I hope he's not gonna be like a character shooting shit from his fists or his hands, cause that just giving me Ghostwire vibes. All the
Um,
combat.
nah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Like I saw there's like a trailer out. But yeah, nah, he doesn't. He be throwing hands and shit. But yeah, I can't wait for it to come out. It comes out in April. According to this, it's saying April 7th. We'll have to see, but I do know it's sometime in April. That being said, oh yeah, I did want to talk about again in last episode I was shitting on you board, so people I'm gonna have to do it again. Oh,
Wait, Boruto ended?
no, I wish, but the anime's still going. Fucking, we got
But it's on a
Boruto
break.
and Cold fighting, and it's the worst shit ever, bro. They got terrible animations. Everybody's roasting the animation, the pacing, and like this shit was really better in the manga because I remember reading this shit in the manga, and this shit was hype. The new manga chapter for Boruto like came out, and that shit was like trending. Everybody's talking about it. So like the manga's good. It's just the anime that's bad. And then everybody was saying, yeah, don't switch up when the code art comes out. They're about to have fate level animations, fate level, and that was not the case at all. They ended up having Seven Deadly Sins animation. Just had to get that out of there.
Damn.
Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys heard me talk about Komi before, but I want to talk about this anime I'm watching. Tomo-chan is a girl. I've been watching a lot of
I've been
this.
seeing that advertised. What is this about, bro?
So let
Is
me see.
it?
It's good, bro. I love this anime. It's called Tomo-chan is a girl. It's basically about this girl named Tomo-chan, and she hangs out with her friend June. She has a crush. She loves him. All right, basically,
Is she
and
like one of the dudes? But is she like one of the bros though?
yeah, like he always seen her as a friend, like seen her as like one of the boys, one of the bros. But she likes him, and then it just plays off from there. I'm making it sound kind of basic, but it really is good. Like after Love is War, I was like, yeah, there's no more good love anime out. There's no more good love anime out. But nah, there's plenty. You just gotta go looking for it. Tomo-chan is a girl is one of those. I fucking love the opening. I love all the characters, love the interactions. I'm waiting for a new episode every single fucking week because of how good this
Jesus.
fucking anime is, bro. I was literally rewatching episodes yesterday. I was like going through waiting for the new one to drop. So if anybody needs to love anime, watch Tomo-chan is a girl. This shit is some peak. Oh, the reason why I brought up Komi-chan is kind of like the opposite, the exact opposite of Komi-chan, because Komi can't communicate. It's about a girl named Komi, and she has extreme anxiety, so she can't really talk to people, make friends. And this isn't really a love anime. I wouldn't call it a love anime. It's not. But it's
Yeah,
basically
that's
about
why I
her.
stopped watching it.
Yeah, but it's basically about her trying to make friends, but she's mad shy. And Tomo is like the exact opposite of that. She's not shy at all. She's extremely outgoing. She's like strong as fuck. She'll be taking karate club and shit. She's a tomboy. And it's just a breath of fresh air. Because usually in the love anime, everybody's all shy, this and that. And there's some moments of that, but it's not like over the top shyness. Like this shit is a breath of fresh air. Definitely check out definitely check out Tomo-chan is a girl. This shit is peak. But yeah, I want to talk about that.
Might have tapped in. Might have tapped in. Put that shit part of the list.
I recommend it. I did want to bring up this Attack on Titan because I feel like we didn't talk too much about it last time. We were kind of rushing through it. So let me just give out my thoughts real quick. I thought this shit was perfect. We all said it was a 10 out of 10. The animation was on point. It was definitely worth the wait. And I don't mind waiting a couple more months because they're in their bag. You gotta let Mappa cook. Just let them cook. And this is gonna be the last time we have to wait, and it'll be over with. Don't gotta worry about it anymore.
Do you know when the next one's gonna come out?
Like a couple of months, I think. I know we have to wait a couple months. That's all I know.
Cause they're mentioning the fall time, which is kind of crazy.
Mm.
Kind of crazy.
It would be worth it. This episode was perfect. They had the music. Oh my god, music was perfect. Um, animation was perfect. I liked how it opened. It literally picked up where you left off. Aaron started the rumbling. They had their little kids. The little kids are looking on top of a hill. They're like, damn, there's all these titans coming to crush us and shit. And you're just immediately thrown right back into the world. You're like, damn, this shit's just as dark and bleak as I remembered. I do gotta say, they were showing a lot of destruction. Like, they were showing the Titans stomping on everybody, crushing everything. They showed the people running away, people begging for their lives. They're showing everybody's reactions to the news, like, oh damn, like the island's destroyed, like damn, your parents are dead, your parents are dead. And in the beginning, when he first started the rumbling, I was like, yeah, Team Aaron, we're doing the rumbling. But now that I'm seeing everybody die, I'm like really seeing the destruction. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I could rock with Aaron. Like, this is pretty fucked up, bro. Like, this is mad fucked up. But how do
Did
you feel? You
you
still
read the
rocking with him?
manga?
Nah, I
Yeah, I still
didn't.
fuck with him. I fuck with all the villainy shit. To be honest,
Damn.
but I personally thought this was the beginning of a whole new season. Okay, in my head, how it ended, I'm just like, how are they gonna make a whole season out of this? They're literally at the end. Until I was told that this is just part one, and then we gotta wait for part two later. I'm
Hmm.
glad that it was like a little bit more than an hour long, like a whole fucking movie. That just tells me the next year is gonna be at least a little bit longer since we're at the end. I was about to ask you how many chapters are left after it ended, manga wise.
Nah, I have no idea. I just know we're at the end. Next one's gonna be the last one.
Damn, That shit was. This shit was lit. Episode was lit. My most hated character. She got her moment, as she should. She didn't deserve it, but it's whatever. But
Who are you talking
and
about?
definitely the girl with the glasses,
Gabby, the little girl, or Hanji?
Hanchi.
Uh,
Look, I
Damn,
don't even
most
know
hated
her name.
character.
That's
Don't
how much I
even.
don't like her.
Wow, that's crazy. She was a real one that episode.
It was so annoying. I'm just like, she gives a lot of screen time. I don't care that she's like, oh, she's annoying. She's annoying. She's annoying.
Nah, she's a
She's
real
annoying.
one. I don't know where this is coming
She's
from. We're
one of
about to
the
get a lot
most
of hate for this
annoying.
one.
Nah, I don't even care. She's literally annoying, aggravating. I'm glad they gave her an exit. A fucking exit out the show. I'm like, I guess there's for the people that love her. I guess. But anybody else, I did not care for her at all.
But yeah,
Did
she had a
not.
great exit, bro. What? She fucking sacrificed herself for this squad. I didn't think she was gonna go. I was like, are we really gonna send one human against a bunch of Titans, really? I mean, the show's been like that from the beginning, so I mean, these are like, big giant Titans, but whatever. She did her thing. Went out like a G. I respect it.
But I
Um,
honestly didn't expect her to catch on fire. But I did have to like put one and one together. I'm just like, oh, she is going in there, slicing off their fucking necks, and it's mad hot.
true.
Mad fucking hot. Well, that was the last thing I was thinking about. I'm just like, oh, she's going in, giving them time. I'm like, one of them times they're gonna grab her out the sky and just toss her at the floor. But no, the Titans are pretty mindless for the most part. I didn't know they're gonna be that mindless.
Yeah. Most dangerous weapons are. Um, Yeah, but this episode was good. They were pulling up on Aaron, bro. I This was like my probably one of my favorite moments. They were like, "Oh, Aaron gave us the freedom to stop him, so like let's go stop him." And like, like he wants us to stop him. And then they're on their way to talk to Aaron, and then Aaron teleports them. He like sends a message basically, and he's like, "Yo, I gave you guys the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. You could do whatever you want. Like, if you want to stop me, you can, but just know that you're gonna have to kill me, and like I'm gonna kill you. Like, there's no talk, no jutsu. There's no friendship going on. Like this is some real shit." And then they was in that plane, bro. Rush. They were like, "Damn, bro. I thought we could talk him out of this. It seems we're really gonna have to fight Aaron, the main character." That shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy. These
Like,
dudes just let them know, and they just had to deal with it.
no bullshit. Like.
Just deal with the fact, like, all right, now we gotta be on our bullshit. We're killing this dude, and he's like, all right, bet, come kill me, but I'm still gonna. At the end of the day, I'm helping you. That's Aaron's like whole entire goal. He's think he's doing the right thing, and he's just gonna keep fighting for it.
True. So I can't wait for this next episode to come out. Attack on Titan really did the thing. They're gonna talk about this
Bullshit.
for generations.
So this series definitely got impressive. By all the cliffhangers, by all the switch ups, all this character depth, it's definitely is it's up there. It's up there. This shit is making anime be mainstream, most definitely.
True. Moving on. All right. Moving on to some movie news.
Oh no, let's talk about it.
All right. TMNT. The new trailer dropped. Um. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?
Like the animation, I
Okay.
like how they're trying to do some. They saw Spider-Man could do it, but when I saw Seth Rogen, I was like, oh okay, they got a funny dude in this. You know, Seth Rogen isn't that bad, but he's he's as woke as everybody else nowadays, especially if he's gonna be executive producing.
Is
Like
he?
he's
I had
just
no
sitting in
idea.
the background, just okay and shit. No, I said he was executive producer, but he's basically just on the backside, just like okay and shit, allowing shit. Especially when it comes to jokes, especially when it comes to like any of like the swaps or changes to the characters that other people have. Like small ideas. He's just like, okay, yeah, we can have it on there. That's fine. Master Splinter, I'm pretty sure has a fucking afro.
Does he? What the fuck?
Yeah, you can play it back. I think he had an afro, unless that was a costume. Unless that was
with
a costume he was just in. Fucking April's black and chubby.
with the Converse on.
No, with the Converses on, and she got locks in her hair and a beanie. No idea who idea it was to fuck with April like that. That's all I'm saying. No idea, but that threw me off. But I saw John Cena.
You got
Are you
Jackie Chan.
serious?
You
Ice
got
Cube?
who's playing Jackie Chan? Bro, they got
Oh
the
my
boy
god.
Giancarlo Esposito from a bunch of great shows, Breaking Bad, The Boys,
They got
um,
Post
Star
Malone.
Wars. Oh, Mandalorian more specifically. But yeah, he's gonna be. I think Giancarlo. He's gonna be Baxter Stockman. I'm pretty sure
That's crazy. Jackie Chan said no to everywhere,
he did.
everything all at once,
He did.
but said okay to TMNT.
Yep, he did. Voice acting too. I mean, maybe because voice acting is easier. He probably didn't want to do a bunch of fighting scenes. How old is Jackie Chan now? Yeah, he probably doesn't want to do any more of that shit. I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Yeah.
But yeah, coming to theaters August 23rd. Yeah, I think the animation looks nice. Um, we got to see how the jokes go. I've also been hearing rumors that Leonardo and April might be a thing. Like Leonardo might have a crush on her, or April might have a crush on Leo. No, no. I think it's Leonardo has a crush on April. And oh my god, bro, I hope they don't fucking do
No.
that. I really hope
Like
they
you
don't
can't
do
see me
that.
right now, but my glasses are off, nigga. That shit makes no sense.
It pissed me off because they did it in like everybody's talking about 2012. I think that's when the Nickelodeon show came out, and they made Donatello have a crush on April. And I remember watching that as a kid the first time, and I was like,
Oh, is that
oh,
the
why did they
CGI one?
do this? Yeah, the CGI one they have on like Nickelodeon, Nicktoons that came out in
Oh, and I remember
2012.
that shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that show actually has episodes, but I never
yeah,
really followed the story.
yeah. Facts, facts. It had good moments, good episodes, but I didn't watch all of it through.
Like the
Um,
new one that they recently, I think it ended.
I don't
Another
know if it ended.
cartoon one.
Yeah, I know it has a movie.
But I heard the movie was actually really good. But I didn't hear anything bad about the show. But I know they had April as a kid, and she's black in that one. But I heard
Yeah.
she's actually an interesting character. I don't know why the movie is like mixing the CGI and that one together.
No, you're right.
Is what it sounds like.
Master Splinter definitely had an afro just now. I just saw, but
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see when the movie drops. Like, I still have hopes for it. Like, I'm not gonna judge it too much off of the one trailer, but yeah. So
Put it
far,
like
it's
this.
50-50.
I'm waiting for a rated R TMNT.
Rated
So it could
R.
be at least some true to the comic. Because the first comic was pretty fucking ill. It was like random ass turtles, they underneath the sewers and shit, to a fucking rat. And then we met Shredder. They were like, yo, we gotta kill this nigga. And what did they do at the end of the shit? I don't think at the end of the series they killed them, but like it got to a point where they were fucking him up and they push him in garbage disposal. Or what do you call it? That shit that
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
crushes trash. Yeah. And they killed him. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'll watch a movie where it's just like that, just straightforward TMNT, not giving a fuck, saying inappropriate jokes, creeping people out.
Or if they do an R movie, they could do like The Last Ronin, where it's like all of them are dead and it's just one left. If they were to do it R-rated, I'd watch that.
Oh shit. I didn't even remember that storyline.
Because they like did another one in like the comic books and people were going crazy for it. It was pretty good.
Oh, that'd be fucking ill.
But yeah, Team NT 50-50 on it. They got a lot of famous people in it. I hate when they get famous people because voice acting is a serious job. You just can't get anyone to fucking voice act, but we'll see how these people
Right.
do. I know some people are do have some experience. Like some people on the name a list do have some experience, but not everybody. We'll see how it goes though. In other news, let me tell you, everybody has been saying that this John Wick 4 is the best John Wick movie. Like people are giving it
Yeah.
10 out of 10, like crazy. Now, let me tell you, the last one, I did not like the last one at all. I thought it was bad. Like
That was overhyped.
yeah, like definitely, I thought that shit was overhyped as fuck. So people are saying the fourth one's good. I'll keep an open mind. I don't know if I'll watch it in theaters, but I'll keep an open mind. Just want to
All
throw
I'm
that out.
saying, I think John Wick is low key trying to get better action wise throughout the movie. Through the movie, it got better action wise. Because the third movie, it was working with people that was part of the raid, and the raid has one of the best fucking fighting I have ever saw in a
Yeah,
movie. Realistic as fuck, bloody as fuck. But if they're saying the fourth one is better, I believe they have to have kept working with the raid people or gotten more better, like realistic um acting fighters.
yeah, we'll see. Or maybe they improve the story too.
The story too, on top of that. Yeah, the third one didn't
The-
really care for the story. It was just John Wick and Chase.
Yeah, no bullshit.
To where it's like, all right, that's fine. But the fighting was a lot better. Like there, I was watching a scene of like John Wick was walking with a crowd of people, and
That was the dumbest scene when he was
that was
shooting. They had a whole shooting battle. Like that shit was dumb.
yeah. I'm like that shit was kind of smooth.
No,
They
it
both
wasn't.
got silencers.
Oh, but the silencers wouldn't silence your shit that much. Like,
It
like
wouldn't. It wouldn't. It's a movie about it, but I mean, like, just still though, just still,
I
just
guess
still,
that shit was really
the
childish.
idea. It was childish.
So we'll
But that
see.
shit was
That's why
dope.
my hopes are not high. I think the series in general is really overhyped. Thought the first one was cool. That was about it. But we'll see. Moving on. According to IGN, Everything Everywhere All at Once is officially the most awarded movie ever. I'm going to link this in the description. Because they also have a little video in the comments and they talk about how they did the math and they did a bunch of math to find this out. But just wanted to say shout out to these people because this movie was really good. Like, came out of fucking nowhere. And this fucking did the damn thing, really. Like, it's crazy.
I'm glad they won an award, but I'm surprised honestly that they won the best like movie and direction out of all the other categories. Like this definitely took me from left field. That shocks me.
So, who would you have given that award to then?
I forgot what other movies came out. Every year I'm always watching different type of movies. I don't even know what year the movies I was watching even came out. So when I saw this shit, I was like, it was definitely new, definitely fresh, creative, most definitely. I'm like, are you sure? Like, what other movie came out? Like, I forgot. I gotta look up what it was competing against.
Don't hate it. This shit was good.
Oh, I'm not hating, but I'm like the most awards though out of any other movie
Oh, oh,
in the Oscars ever. Like, you know what I mean?
true. I know some
Wait,
people
wait, is it the most movie ever in the Oscar
like
category or
ever,
just in
ever,
general?
like in general. Like a lot of people are upset. They were like, "Oh, this isn't better than the Lord of the Rings. What about the Lord of the Rings?" Da, da, da. Um, hey, bro. Like I seen the Lord of the Rings. I seen this movie. I'm not gonna compare them. I'm not even gonna entertain that fucking argument. But hey, like this is the most awarded movie ever. It's the most awarded movie ever. Like I said, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. They have a video right here where they talk about how they did the math and they break it down so you could judge for yourself.
Actually,
But I just
I have
wanted to
no
bring it
idea
up.
what
I just
that
wanted to
is.
bring it up. Um, with that being said, yeah, that's gonna wrap up the little movie section. Unless you have anything else you want to
Alright.
say about the Oscars.
I mean, it was also going up against All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm not sure if you saw that movie
Nah,
yet.
I haven't seen it. It's been on my watch later.
It's on the it's a Netflix movie,
Yeah, I
but
know.
I had my eye on it just because it was just another war movie. But the trailer made it seem like it was just gonna be another fucking Saving Private Ryan type of action scene. I'm just like, oh, all right, bet. Went inside there, watching that shit in like UK English because of like where the movie took place for the realism. They had that, or they were speaking Russian. It was either or, but they didn't have U.S. English, which I do appreciate because it was true to the book it was from. But that shit has some crazy ass scenes inside of it. I'm surprised that didn't win Best Picture. That's kind of like I'm fucking baffled by Everything Everywhere All at Once won Best Picture. I'm just like, did it
I
look
mean,
that good?
if I had to guess, I would say because I mean, just my 2 cents. I would say because it's like a war movie. Like, I'm not saying every war movie is the same, but I mean, come on, it's a war movie. Everywhere All at Once was fucking new, was very fucking fresh, it was colorful, it was creative, the acting was good. I feel like it just had a lot going for it. Like, I didn't see that war movie you were talking about, but that's just my 2 cents.
Put it like this: the war movie, the story about that was a bunch of kids were in school and it was like one of those days where it's like, oh hey, yo, just sign people up for the army. We don't really have to like go to college, do all this, that, and third. Like, don't even tell your parents. And the other kid, the main character, was like, "All right, bet, let's just do this." And they literally went after school to like this pet rally of this dude like screaming and like convincing them like, you gotta fight for your country. You care about this country, right? Yeah, I gotta do it. This is for your life. Like small propaganda shit that made the kids get lit. Like it was like another like football season, to be honest. Until where they actually signed up, they were over here getting fucking suits that was already worn by dead soldiers.
Yeah,
It's
like see,
weird.
that's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like Everywhere All at Once is like just more creative, more colorful. Like there's more moving parts compared to the war
Come on.
movie. Like
They gave this the
it's
best picture for his donut scene. Yeah, I know you remember that stupid ass donut scene.
hey,
That's where I'm
well
like,
deserved.
no, she bitch was like, what is this? It's a donut. All pushed together, all at once. I'm pretty sure that's got people. That got people. Where I'm just like, come on, bro. Fuck that donut scene. What about the part where this kid got ran over by a fucking tank?
I
Let's talk
mean,
about
it's another
that.
war
That shit kind
movie.
of
Like
brings
it's not that
picture.
colorful. It's not really that, you know,
It's not colorful, but it's like very realistic.
yeah, too realistic. Where it's like,
It was
where's the
too realistic.
creativity? Where's the creativity? Like this movie had a lot going on for it. Like not, I feel like you have to be in the mood for a war movie. Like not everybody's gonna be in the mood to watch a war movie. I feel like this movie,
Yeah, and definitely it will turn some people's stomach because of
yeah,
how some of the things are perturbing. But it's have you seen Shriner's List or Schneider's List?
nah.
It's a Jewish movie, but that shit had people's stomachs turning. Freaking The Pianist. It's like one of those type of like gore and theme.
Alright, but let's move on for the movie shit so we can do the video game news. Just want to talk about what happened at the Oscars real quick. Shout out to them. But
Oh, the man Lance Reddick himself. Oh no.
just wanted to give quick RIP to Lance Reddick. He was known for a lot of things, like he was known for his roles in John Wick, The Wire. He was in Destiny, the Horizon games. Passed away at age 60. Just wanted to say
Yeah,
rest in peace to this man.
I was introduced to him through The Wire. Like I've seen him in other shit, but I got more familiar with his character when I was watching The Wire during the pandemic. And he was a good actor. He was a good actor. He was always serious and playing no shit. But seeing how he was just another actor that was just going through some shit, dying prematurely is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I met him, I was introduced to him through Destiny. He was like Commander Zavala, and he was a really great voice actor. Like he really brought me into the world of Destiny. I believed he was a real character. I would follow this man into battle. And I know he was in the Horizon games too. I forgot his character's name in the game, but
Really?
he was like, I'm pretty sure he was like that black guy like that you meet near the endish, middle-ish of the
Oh
game.
my
That
god, I have not put two and two together. Yeah,
no,
he's
me
that dude with
either.
that piece in his head.
Yeah, the piece in his head.
Oh
So he was
no.
him. Like he brought characters to life, man. It even got to the point where people in Destiny 2, they were like all meeting up around him. This is his character right here, Commander Zavala. And yeah, everybody's going in game and they're just like, kneeling around him and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to say rest in peace to Lance. We lost the real one.
Bro, that's mad joy.
He did. He's gonna be missed. In other news, real quick, COD Modern Warfare 2 Season 2, they're getting an update. I just wanted to talk about this because putting the Shredder skin in the game. I don't know why.
The sniper.
Shredder with guns, like this is just so fucking random. I feel like they're just trying to capitalize on the movie, but whatever, bro. Do you, I guess. I don't know why Shredder's in COD. I don't know who's gonna waste money on that. That just seems ridiculous. It would make more sense if he was in Fortnite, because that would make sense, but whatever.
He is in Fortnite.
The Shredder?
Wait, is he? No,
No,
I
he's
have to think
not.
about somebody else. I have to think about
Yeah,
somebody
watch
else.
your
No, no,
mouth.
no,
Watch your
no, no.
mouth.
I watched my mouth. My fault. My fault. They
But
should have
yeah.
added, if anybody, that hockey dude.
Who?
Not Jason Voorhees, but the hockey guy that's part of
Oh,
TMNT.
oh, Casey Jones.
Casey, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I
because
guess.
he's more brutal, he's more.
I mean,
This
like
guy
nobody
is
uses
more.
guns in TMNT. Well, at least to my knowledge, I don't know everything about the verse.
No one uses guns.
So I just feel like it's weird as fuck. I don't know what COD's doing.
Mm-mm.
This would make more sense in Fortnite. Just cause Fortnite's like a, you know, kiddish game and kids like TMNT. That's my 2 cents.
Fortnite taking their sweet fucking time. They're only dropping one collab character this season. They're
Yeah,
taking their sweet time. Like I keep looking at the sewers too. The sewers top in Fortnite and like Steam be coming out of it to where like I keep thinking that they're hinting TMNT. Nah, they ain't doing shit.
well, real quick, since we're talking about Fortnite, uh, let me just say this new season is not it. They added like one little fucking map change, like the mega city, and then like two other spots. Like I'm not playing Fortnite this season, bro. Like I think this shit is dry as fuck. Sure, they added some swords, some new items here and there, but I don't think that's enough. Like this is supposed to be a new season, and it does not feel like a new season.
Yeah, like after like a good 30, 40 minutes of it, the game just isn't not really much to do. Just the same rinse and repeat, to be honest. And that, like you said, like that mega city that they have, the Japan part is very small, and they were highlighting the fuck out of it in the trailer
Facts. And they were
to where
hyping
you
it
think
up.
it was the entire fucking map, but no.
And they added like these little rails and shit that you could grind on, and that's cool and all, but it's only in that part of the city. It's not like everywhere else. I just feel like there was a lot of missed opportunities here. Yeah,
And they
I
got
just
rid of the fucking Rams too.
oh they did? Damn.
Yeah, they got rid of the Rams. They got rid of the big wheels, so you have to like just find vehicles now. You can't create vehicles. Like
Yeah.
new cars in here, we have to like boost and drift. I don't know. The game is definitely at its low point right now, and you gotta wait a month to get Aaron. Aaron
Oh
in here.
yeah. Gotta wait a month to get Aaron. Like, damn, bro. I just need
To
more
get him,
updates.
you have to finish the entire battle pass.
I just need more updates. Like this was not enough. We waited like what 3 months. Like they were doing a lot of updates throughout the last season, and I appreciate that, and that was fun. But I mean, come on, this is supposed to be a new season, bro, and this does not feel like a new season. It's feeling kind of dry. But yeah, just had to point that out real quick. Get that out the way. Let's so I don't know if you
ってやっ
heard,
てい
but
る。
Persona, they're getting the new trailer was out called Persona 5X. It's a gotcha game that was previously revealed 2 years ago, but now it's coming out. So this is supposed to be like
Gotcha game.
yeah, I did not know it was gonna be a gotcha game for real, but I wonder how that's gonna work because it's like, where are they gonna make the personas gotcha, or are they gonna make like the equipment, like your armor and weapons gotcha? Like, it's hard to tell what they're gonna do, and I hope they don't make it too pay to win because that would fucking suck. But
Yo,
yeah, I don't
you
know.
ready for that Persona 6?
Yeah, I don't know when they're gonna drop that Persona 6, but whenever they drop it, I know it'll be fire. I remember the wait from Persona 4 to 5. Like Persona 4 came out on the PS2. They didn't drop
Damn.
5 until like the PS4. So like they waited like I think 8 years, maybe more, around 8 years until they dropped the next one. So yeah. It's gonna be a while before
Cause
we get
they,
another one, I think.
'Cause they were over here making people fucking play the side story ones, the remakes. They had straight up for the PSP. I'm pretty sure they have a fucking karaoke singing one.
Yeah, they have a bunch of dancing games and shit. Yeah,
Okay, they'll make spin-offs and just drag that shit. And the
yeah, but
stories
it
aren't
works.
connected, right?
I don't think they are. I never played the dancing games, but I know they exist.
Oh no, I meant like the main one, like one, two, three, four,
No,
five.
no, they don't connect. You could play any of them. They're all the Persona games are with different characters, different stories, different reasons for things, different
Are you
mechanics.
serious? I swear the Persona 5 guy was on the other ones.
No, he
Oh
wasn't.
damn.
Yeah, so for anybody worried about that, you can play the Persona games in any order. I started with 5, had a good time, and then I started streaming 4 on the channel. But yeah, I'm a Persona fan. I don't know if I'll play this mobile game. Uh,
Might
uh,
be a pass.
yeah, I'm gonna have to be a pass, especially because it's gacha. I thought it'd be like regular, but they're talking like pay a price for it and then you could play type shit. But they're talking about gacha. I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. All right, moving on. We got to talk about this Suicide Squad. Kills the Justice League. The game has currently been delayed until 2024. Hold on, let me pull up my notes here. All right, so everything about the game I know so far is that the game takes place 5 years after the end of Arkham Knight, and the main villain will be Brainiac. It's going to be 4 players. Whoops. It's going to be 4 players. They'll have silly costumes and microtransactions. They'll have a battle pass. It's always
I
going to,
don't feel. I
yeah,
don't know
it's
how I
going to
feel
have
about
online
that.
access. You're going to be required to always have online access. But yeah, I know a lot of people were upset when when the trailer dropped and gameplay dropped on the state of play. A lot of people don't like how it's a live service game. I don't really like how, they have the battle passes and shit. Like, I feel like that's not right. Like, once you pay the game, you should, have the game, have access to everything. Like, those skins, you should just be able to unlock it from playing the game regularly. That's what I think.
No, most definitely. But I really think the Battle Pass should have been like. I think they should have talked way more about it. They definitely did, but they saw people's reaction. Oh, what the fuck they did? They were like, let's just cancel the fucking shit, delay it, not give these people any update on when it's gonna come out.
Yeah, they delayed it. Honestly, I really hate how
I
it's a
thought it
live
looked
ser
fine though.
Yeah, it looks fine, but I do hate how it's a live service game. Like, I thought it was gonna be a one and done type game. Those games are really the best. Like, fucking God of War, the God of War games, literally, one and done, or something like Elden Ring and Spider-Man. Like Elden Ring has DLC coming out, and like Spider-Man also had its little DLC. But for the most part, it was like you bought the game, you got the game. Like Spider-Man had all the suits, you could just fucking unlock them just by playing the game. Like that's what they should have done here, bro. That's really what they should have done here. I feel like it was a real missed opportunity.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just worried about the gameplay because it's live service, so they're like, how is this game going to be fun for a long time? Basically, that's what they're worried about. I don't know. The gameplay looked fun. I like how everyone's jumping around and like, has mobility. But a lot of people are saying that none of the characters seem unique. Like they don't feel unique if they all play the same. Like there's no like if somebody takes your character, are you really going to be upset because they all kind of play the same? But I don't know. We'll just have to see. They did delay the game. Maybe they'll clean up the combat, add some skill trees. We'll see. But I can understand everybody's disappointment though.
I still can't wait for it. I'm buying it.
Yeah, I'll definitely buy it. I'll play it. It just sucks that they're doing Kevin like that. Kevin Conroy. They got, he passed away recently, and this is like the last thing, the last project his voice will be in. you know? So I thought they put some more respect on it, you know, drop a good game. But they're hitting all the wrong notes. They got the fucking gear list and shit. I know a lot of people are upset about all the stats with the gears. A lot of people are saying it looks very, you know, company produced. Like it doesn't have any of its own charm. But we'll see when it drops. I have a little bit of hope for it.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, because they really should have one and done it. Like I don't know what they're doing. And then Battle Pass on top of that. I don't think that's the move. Moving on. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 got announced. Are you familiar with the series? Have you played?
I'm familiar with just the third one.
All right, respect.
Now, now I played a little bit of Ultimate because my uncles got it.
Mm,
Just to never fucking play it. But I used to play three a lot on like so many different systems.
exactly. Yeah, I fucking love the series. I played a bunch of Dragon Ball Z games growing up, like even the bad ones. Like I played a bunch of 3 on the PS2 and I played some on the Wii. That shit was good. I played like Dragon Ball Z Budokai, like Ultimate, all that shit, all that shit. And let me tell you, I fucking love Tenkaichi 3. That was probably like my favorite one, the one I put the most hours in. Like that shit was so good. It had all the characters. It had the fucking transformation. Like it had so much replayability. Like I love the tournament mode too that you could play and just like, you could watch the bots fight or you could just skip through it and just have a whole tournament. That shit was so fun. Um I know some people are worried because they're worried about how the money's gonna work. They're like, man, are they gonna do it like fighters and fucking have DLC characters you have to pay for? Because in Tenkaichi 3, they had like 160 characters. Like you could just unlock them from playing. You didn't have to have no DLC. So that's what some people are worried about. And I'm kind of worried too. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I hope we get most characters for free. And if they do DLC, then like keep that shit small, bro. Keep that shit small.
Right.
Don't do it like fighters, bro, where like there's a lot of fighters now in the game, but like most of them are paywalled. I don't know if you heard, but Tenkaichi 3, when it first came out, apparently like critics they hated it, but fans loved it. Now, I can understand why critics might hate it. Like the gameplay, I don't know, the gameplay might be too repetitive for them or some shit. I don't really know. But I remember being a kid and I loved this shit. Like I feel like the Tenkaichi series is really for like fans of the game because it has like all the fucking characters and you could play everybody, even like the side characters. They had characters from 3, Tenkaichi 3 had characters from GT, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball
Mm-hmm.
Z. Like they had all the characters and you could be anybody. And now they're bringing this shit back. And people wanted Tenkaichi 4 for a very, very long time. And now it seems like we're finally getting it. And these graphics look clean as shit, let me tell you.
But do you think it's gonna be called four though?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. We'll see. It looks like that's what they already sold on. I think it's gonna be good. It just depends how they do the characters. Like how they like if they're gonna add most of them and then have like 5 or 10 DLC, or are they gonna force it and have like 30 characters be DLC? Like we just gotta wait and see, but I hope they don't fuck it up. I really don't, because I really love this game. Everybody loves this game. It's like the childhood game.
That shit was a childhood game. I forgot all about that shit before like they announced it. I wasn't ready for them to announce it. I don't know what it's gonna be called.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it whenever the shit drops. Like this is day one cop right here, regardless. I like
Most def, everyone's getting that shit.
a lot of people have a lot of questions about the gameplay. Like they wonder if it's gonna be closer to 3 or if it's gonna be some new shit. Because like in 3 they had like super armor, where like some characters would take a couple extra hits before you could like break their armor and really start hitting them and making them flinch. Like that shit was cool. Some characters had like broken damage, like they would do insane amounts of damage and shit. So a lot of people are wondering how they're gonna do the gameplay, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I know for now, everybody's happy. Everybody got their hopes up. In other news, fucking Naruto and Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. It's
Oh
basically
yeah.
it's basically just all the Naruto games in one. Like recently, they've been having a lot of sales for like all of the games. So like if you wanted to play them all, you would like have to buy them separately, but you know you can have them all. But yeah, this one seems to be an all-in-one, and it doesn't seem like they changed too much. Like when you get to the end, I'm pretty sure it says they add like a character or two, and that was it. Yeah, like right here, they only added like two new characters. Like, oh wow,
I mean, who knows? Who knows? Actually, not. That might just be it.
yeah, I think that's just it. They didn't really change the gameplay up too much. I'm not really excited for this. I'm not gonna buy this shit. This came out of left field, and I know nobody's not excited about it.
Yeah, no one's talking about that shit.
And I also saw this funny ass meme, where it's like Budokai Tenkaichi pulls up, and everyone's like, "Hey, you know, oh, you're sweet," and then he pulls up for all human resources. Just want to throw that in there.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get this meme from?
It was just somebody on Twitter, Omega Pro, whoever that is. Oh, I guess he's a YouTuber. But yeah, I posted a funny meme. Wanted to show that. Ooh, we gotta talk about this Hogwarts Legacy because in just 5 weeks, Hogwarts Legacy has passed the lifetime sales of 2022's Game of the Year in the UK. All right, Hogwarts Legacy surpasses Elden Ring's lifetime sales in the UK. That shit is crazy.
Damn.
Fucking Elden Ring Game of the Year. It was 2022 Game of the Year. That shit was perfect. I love it. Waiting for the DLC to drop. Yo, the people in the UK, they ate this shit up, bro. Like, and I don't blame them. Like, you know, this is a big shout out for the UK. You know, Hogwarts Legacy is a big representation. You can't even have like a regular. I've been playing a lot. I think the game's really good. Um, you can't even have an English voice. That's like my only complaint. Like, you have to have like a UK accent for any character you make, which I think is weird. But okay,
It's a UK game.
I guess.
Everyone's in the UK.
I guess so. They want you to know it. But other than that small complaint, yeah, I think the game's really good. The gameplay is pretty good. The world is just magical and beautiful. Like walking around and exploring's fun. Riding the broom feels nice, and the world's just magical as fuck. They did the open world pretty right. It's like semi open world, but I think they did a good job with it. You could just walk around and happen upon shit. Even in the school, there's like a bunch of secret places that you could go to, secret places that you can explore and customize. Like there's like a room you find, like a study room. You could customize the study room and make it look however you want. I only have 11 hours in the game, so I don't have too much. Edwin has more hours than me. He would be able to tell you more. But from my experience, I think it's really good. It got me interested in the movie too. I'm like on the fuck. Am I on the fifth movie? I'm probably on the fifth or sixth movie of Harry Potter right now, just because I wanted to get some Harry Potter lore while I played the game. And yeah, I see why people fuck with Harry Potter. I see why people fuck with Hogwarts Legacy. It's definitely a good game. It's probably Game of the Year contender. I don't think it'll win Game of the Year, but you know, it'll be nominated. It'll be nominated. And it definitely earns the nomination. From the music too, you know, you have the classical music. Exploring the world's fucking great. Gameplay feels smooth. They did a good job on this one. Oh, gotta talk about the PS Plus extra March lineup. So you know, you get a couple good games here, as you can see from the list. I think the only games I'm really looking forward to, they added maybe this Final Fantasy Type Zero, if that's the game I think it is. Probably that. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I did not want to waste my money on that for just to replay the Dragon Ball story. I'm not going to replay that shit. I'm not going to pay to replay it, but now that it's, you know, on the premium, I could probably play that shit. They added Uncharted Legacy of Thieves. That's hype. Ghostwire
Yep.
Tokyo. I heard this game was like okay. I might not even play that shit. In other news, oh, the Horizon DLC is gonna come out, and uh, April 19th, just next month, 1 month from
Oh
now.
damn. They have no trailers for it, no nothing.
Yeah, probably no trailers yet. Maybe, I don't know, sometime in April, April 1st, maybe. We'll see. But it does come out in April, the new expansion, Burning Shores expansion. The first game is on the PlayStation Premium, and I got it from PlayStation Premium. So, I'll probably play around a little bit with that. In other words, did want to talk about this Final Fantasy. So news came out recently from IGN that to beat the game, it'll take roughly 35 hours, but 70 to 80 if you want to
Jesus.
do everything. I don't think 35 hours is that bad. I think that's pretty good amount.
That's just doing the story though. If you want to just do the story,
Yeah, I think that's a fair amount. I think like probably some of that time is gonna be like cutscenes and shit, sure. But even then, even if it's like 20, 25, I think 25 being the bare minimum, yeah, that's good. But I did want to talk more about Final Fantasy. That's just the story. Talk a little bit about the gameplay. So there are two different types of gameplay. You could be in human form, fucking shit up, and then you could also be in this Titan form. Uh, I don't know if it's really called Titan form. I just called it Titan form, but it's more like the icon form. They turn into the gods of Final Fantasy. Like right now, he's fighting Garuda. That's one of the gods, and then the main character could turn into Ifrit, and then they could just start fighting and shit. I think this gameplay looks good. I remember last episode we said they had the Devil May 5 combat director working on the game, so like no doubt that the combat will be good, will feel good. My main concern is that they have a bunch of what's it called? QuickTime events, basically, where something pops up on screen, a button prompt pops up on screen, and you gotta hit it in time. Now, some people call it lazy gameplay. Wait, I was trying to get it. Uh, there we go. See, like it pops up there. Now, my thing about the QuickTime events, some people say it's lazy gameplay, some people say it's good gameplay. I feel like it has to be done correctly, and I don't know if Final Fantasy does it correctly. Like right there, I just feel like it's way too slow, in my opinion. Like it just like
oh
completely,
damn,
it just completely like stops the flow of the game. It slows
it's very
everything down.
cinematic.
Yeah, like I feel like they right here it pops up again. I feel like it completely just stops the flow of everything. Like 1 minute they're fighting, they're boxing, and then the next minute, boom, everything's slowed down and shit. And I wonder what happens if you miss.
Yeah.
Like they have a bunch of QuickTime events, so I wonder if they're gonna have it where if you fuck it up, like you fuck up, you get hit or some shit. Or if you fuck it up, it just contributes to the score. Like I think in Naruto, if you fucked it up, sometimes you'd get fucked up. They show you getting beat up, and sometimes it would just like fuck up the score. But yeah, that's just one thing I feel like they could work on. Oh yeah, this is like another one that comes out and you got to tap it repeatedly. Now they had QuickTime events in God of War, but that was like near like the endish of the game. Like for the first one, it was like near the end. For the second one, I also think was near the end. Like that's how they like end the boss fights. They do like a bunch of QuickTime events, and you're just tapping square to do combos.
Yeah.
I think it was alright in God of War. Nothing too groundbreaking, too satisfying. I thought it was alright. But yeah, they're doing it in Final Fantasy, and I feel like Final Fantasy is abusing it. I feel like there's way too much,
Come back to me
and
soon.
it just breaks up the flow of combat. But yeah, that's just my main concern for the game. It's just the fucking quick time events. I feel like they're just gonna ruin the entire pacing and take me out of the world of the game. Just breaks the immersion. They're relying on that shit
Right.
way too much.
Well, actually pretty fucking stupid. I don't know why they would add that. Like, it looks nice.
I mean,
Like,
it looks
definitely take
okay.
advantage of like the cinematic shit, I guess. But I mean, damn, I'm trying to play the game. Get these quick
Exactly.
time events.
And look, it just slows it down, and then you hit the button, you have time to react. Like, I just don't know about that. I feel like that's not. We're in the future now. I feel like they could be way more smoother with it if they were gonna implement QuickTime events.
They need to fix quick time events because they need to make it to a point where like I'm actually feel like I'm fucking fighting for my life.
exactly.
No, I mean like God of War will play with you and make it seem like you died, but you actually didn't. Final Fantasy is supposed to be like a fighting RPG shit. They make it feel like I'm really fucking fighting.
Yeah, they
Little at
do.
quick time button smash.
I will show some human gameplay too, just a little bit. Human gameplay looks good. You know, you're swinging, you're fighting, doing your thing. But it's just that quick time event shit. I feel like they're relying on that too much. Let me show you a game that does it perfectly. One of my favorite games of all time. Asua's fucking Wrath, bro. I love Asua's Wrath. I played it so many fucking times in middle school. I replayed it again like last year. I put Edwin onto it. This game just does everything fucking perfectly, bro. And I wish they would remaster it. Now look at this. Compare Final Fantasy to Asua's Wrath. All right, let me break it down. Uh, this is you're doing a boss fight. This guy, you're fighting this guy because he fucked with your daughter, whatever. And then this is you right here, right? So you're on the fucking moon and you're about to start fighting, right? And
Okay.
he's giving a speech right now. But while he's giving a speech, you can either listen to the speech or you can hit circle and you can shut him up. So you can hit circle and shut him up whenever you want. You can either listen to the entire speech, you could punch him in the middle of it, you could punch him in the beginning of it. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. That's already a dub. Look at that. Bam. Bam, into a quick time event. That was literally perfect. Do you see how it didn't slow the game down at all? Just look. He hit circle, and then bam, that was a quick time event right there, where you have to hit
That was a quick
triangle in
time
time.
event.
But it didn't slow the game down at all. Like it was all one continuous motion. And that's what they need to do in Final Fantasy. Like that shit's perfect. I know other people were talking about Heavy Rain. I think that's what people were saying. Some people brought up the Naruto series. I like the QuickTime event in the Naruto games. I think the QuickTime events are good, but I think like Asura's Wrath does the QuickTime events the absolute best. You got your button prompts, and you're trying to fill up the bar too. So it flows with the gameplay because you're trying to fill up the bar so you could get to like the next scene and do the next thing. And look, you're hitting the analog stick, you're hitting circle. You see how it just all flows. Like it doesn't freeze or anything. Like in Final Fantasy, there was a lot of freezing.
Right.
And you're hitting more buttons too. You're hitting like triangle, square. You're hitting the analog sticks. Like it really makes you feel like you're there in that fight, fighting for your fucking life. And I just think that's what Final Fantasy has to work on. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. If they could work on that, then I think the game will be good. But if not, then I think the game's gonna be bad.
Okay, okay.
Other news, real quick. We'll talk about the Twitch CEO, Emmett Shear. He's stepping down after 16 years. I really don't know much about this dude. I only saw Penguin Zero's video about him, and from what he said, this Emmett dude does not care about Twitch. Like he doesn't post it on his Twitter. He doesn't really post it anywhere. The person they're gonna replace him with is President Dan Clancy. He will assume the position. Do you know anything about Dan Clancy, Antonio?
I don't know jack shit
Well, let me
about
tell
these
you.
higher ups.
So apparently, according to Penguin Zero's video, um, Dan Clancy, he was the guy who suggested that they do a 70-30 split on Twitch. So before it was 50-50, whatever money you make on Twitch, it would be 50-50 shared with Twitch. But now they're going to do a update where 70% goes to Twitch and 30% goes to the creators.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Dan Clancy, he was the man behind that decision. It didn't go through yet, but I think we have like another month or something, and they're gonna vote on it or some shit. But yeah, a lot of people are upset because they're like, "Oh man, we replaced Emmett with somebody even worse, Dan." But we'll just have to wait and see. That's what it's looking like. And I'll put the entire link in the description if anybody wants to read about it. But man, it's looking slow for Twitch. Yeah, with that being said, I think we're just gonna end it here just so the episode doesn't get too long.